Alright, so this is going to be our secondary stream. And I'm going to showcase how I build characters. So we are going to start from scratch how we build characters. All right, so how I build every character is I always don't start with the campaign. And we always start with the Crucible. So I always start with the Crucible, and from the Crucible, so we're going to showcase how to build characters. I normally do pet characters, but we're not going to do pet this time. All right. All right. So this is how we build them. You want to try and get through as much of these as you can. So I think we're probably going to do Nightblade. Nightblade is one of the most beefy characters for so much damage. All right, so we're going to try. So I normally try and get from level 1 to 14 or higher, because then we'll be able to get our epic gear right off the bat. Look at that. We should be able to... What up, Joey? Alright, so that got us from level 1 to 5. So this stream is more about me, like, showcasing how I build. So we already put the loot filter on to take away the common items. Okay. So we're going to go with. So cunning's going to be. So I think we're going to start with. We're going to go Nightblade. Because if we do Nightblade. And then we can go here. And then we can do this. What up, everybody coming in? So we are going to. We don't have enough iron to do that. All right, so we're gonna. So we're gonna continue on. The goal is to try. We got those phantasmal blades. So this is going to be a melee build. All right. So we always do the crucible until we get to a certain point. There we go. Let's see if we can take out this. Those are like the worst enemies in the game. It's freaking. What up, Enlightened? What up, Sid? So we are showcasing how I build builds. So right now we're basically going to be theory crafting with the Nightblade and then try and figure out what we're going to put with it. What up, Aaron? How you doing? All right, so let's What up, Dave? What up, Melissa? We are just I'm just showcasing like starting off and how I do the builds. Like maybe we'll put this with like a necro so we can do vitality damage. Because then if we wanted to, we could also do the skellies. Look, we got these phantasmal blades. This is one of the most powerful classes in the game, though. If you build the Nightblade right, you can absolutely freaking destroy. There we go. There we go. I want to try and just make it through and get many of these guys down. I do like making builds though, so there's so many varieties you can do in this game. Like thousands of like combinations. We're not doing too bad though. It's easier to survive with this with the phantasmal blades. See, this is what you want to do just to get your levels in. But yeah, this is just like how we build. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this stream. So other people can see how to do it. You just go through here. I normally go to 14 because if you go to level 14, then you have. What up, Cap? I'm showcasing how I do my builds on Grim Dawn. Just doing a stream of like how I normally like rock out these builds. All right, so We can literally just go. This is Shadow Strike, which will give us more piercing damage. So, what do we want to do? Do we want to do piercing damage? There's Blade Burst where we can do cold damage, Veil of Shadow. If we do this, the buffs will automatically happen. I think we want. So this would cut down. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to do more passive stuff because that's going to upgrade how much damage we're doing. So instead of, we're going to continue. So I always do the Crucible to start off. This be easier, like if I had more better gear. So I think what we need is we need to figure out, are we doing cold damage or what? Like, what is our damage type going to be? That's what we need to figure out for this build. This is going to be a Nightblade. But I don't know what, if we do it with Necro, we can do Vitality. If we do Soldier, it'd be Survivability. If we did Shaman, we could probably do lightning damage. I think Necro will probably be the best for Vitality damage. Because then if we wanted to, we can add as skeletons in here.
I am amazing.
You're amazing.
And I move booties across the land. Everybody knows my name. They shout it out in the fear. Ghost Queen. Ghost Queen.
This is playthrough number. I lost track. I've been playing it for like 10 years.
What's up, chicken fudge?
So this is more of me trying to just showcase how I start building my characters for theory crafting. I've been playing this for like 10, 12 years. So I don't really know what playthrough it would be. Maybe like 60, 70, something like that.
6, 7.
I hate that became a thing. It is so annoying.
Anywho, what's up, Captain? What's up, chicken?
I've been playing this since it launched on PC like 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago. So there's so many different versions of characters that you can make. So Nightblade with, I don't know yet. Maybe Necro, I think for Vitality, DK, as that's taking my shit away. That hit nothing but air.
Nothing but net. Sweet. Oh, did you tell him we have a frog now?
I did not yet.
Yo, we got a frog. We found him, and now he's ours to keep and love on, I guess.
I think Captain's still in here. He was in here early. He was in here a second ago. It's hard to tell. I wish there was like a thing that showed like who's in your chat room right now. Are you okay? Are you living your best life?
I don't want to work. I just want to play video games. Do 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 do. Oh, down with the. Have you been playing this game, Chicken?
Or are you, Chicken, are you new to it? Thank you for the heart, me, Mr. Cap. You and the captain make it happen.
Welcome in, Dave.
That was my Captain Crunch joke.
Crunch. Captain Crunch. Yee-hoo.
And once we lose this round, that door will open. Which I kind of want the door to open because I have crap gear.
I like how they have the hit point numbers above.
Yeah, it's I turned it on so you can actually see.
Shake it, booty, and wake it up. You're done. Yeah.
You've only played it for a month? Yeah, are you playing on PC or are you playing on console? If you're playing on console, you probably can't, like me, play the DLC yet. If you really want an easy time playing this game, the two classes I would tell people to try is the Necro with the Shaman. You make the Ritualist, and you can have like 19 pets.
Okay, well, you have fun.
Enjoy the
chicken.
Be well. Have fun at work. But this is like my favorite ARPG out of all of them. To me, I like it more than PoE. I like it more than D2, D4, Last Epoch, any of them. There's a lot of systems in here that you'll learn as you play through. But I always theory craft builds, so. The only class I don't really mess with a lot is Oathkeeper. Yeah, so if you use Necro or Shaman or Occultist, you can implement pets, and pets are easier to go through the game. Yeah, I'm playing on Xbox right now. We're making good progress for having nothing but white gear. What up, Power Ranger? Yeah, I like using a controller, so. What up, Sophie? The only difference is I cannot access the new DLC, so I cannot play the new class. And there's a whole new expansion that came out with Fangs of Astrakan. So Fangs of Astrakan launched last month on PC. It is coming to Xbox, but it's just taking more time. Then it just kind of sucks for like us Xbox players that can't play it. And I prefer playing it on my Xbox compared to on PC. My PC also gets really hot, so it's kind of hard to play a lot of games on there. OBS takes a lot of power. OBS plus TikTok Studio is just... Yeah, so I think I'm going to combine him with the Necro. Because I want that vitality damage. Because I think we can do a really destructive, nasty build if we do with the Necro. There's a lot of abilities for vitality damage. How I'm surviving, I have no idea. The Nightblade, though, is pretty tanky. Yeah, Soldier I don't really do anymore. Just because it's pretty, like, plain Jane. It's your basic build style. It's the first build I did was with Force Wave. It's Shaman. You can do it with Shaman. Get the Stormcaller set. If you have the Stormcaller set, you can proc your lightning to constantly be used. But you need... Shaman is the lightning builds. Or you can use the lodestone stuff. So you get these things that drop and they'll do stuff. So you can use it without skill points. But it's basically the Stormcaller set, which will also give you plus to your skills with the Shaman. So it would be a Shaman build. They might have put Shaman with like an Arcanist or something. What up, Where's the Horror? How are you? Yeah, so Chicken Fudge, that's where they probably did it. My Ritualist. Yeah, so my Ritualist, which is a Necro and a Shaman together, I do a whole lot of lightning damage. But I have minions for days with that build. I got my Briarthorn, I got my Blightfiend, I got my Skeletons. Shaman's my favorite build, though. What up, Shirley? We are showcasing how we build characters. We are lasting a long time. We are wearing all white gear. We don't have anything really right now. So there's other classes that have better bonuses than that. The Necro has abilities for healing yourself. The Shaman has healing totems and then a healing passive buffs. The Soldier, in the beginning, it seems like they have the best. Even this class has a passive that you can put for healing. Yeah, so there's lots of classes that have the abilities. Yeah, if you use it with the Necro instead, like I'm going to do, you have life leech, life steal, and vitality damage. So that way you can make an uber powerful bleeding build. So that's what I'm going to do. So once we are going to do the vitality, but also there's a healing node for the Necro that we're going to use. These little guys are the ones that always mess me up. So you've got veteran difficulty. Yeah, the veteran difficulty you can find some good gear on. I was trying an Inquisitor from start on veteran difficulty. I think we're going to get wrecked by those little balls. There's like hundreds of build variations you can do. You can even do builds of not having two classes. I did that with my Necro. There, we got to level 10. I was doing it with my Rune Master. Not my Rune Master, with the Inquisitor. Okay, so I think the skill I was talking about is... So there's Fumanic Burst that you can do for the Nightblade. That's good. See, because we're going to go here. And we're going to go Necro. Because Necro has this, which is Spectral Binding. Spectral Binding will give you more health. So increase your health. But then you can go here for vitality damage. 50% of your attack damage converted to health. So you can do vitality damage. So what we're going to do is move this over there. That's a buff, and then we're going to put the rest. Look at that. So now we're going to have Vitality Leech. So I want to do more damage, but we're going to do the damage plus Vitality Leech. So with every hit, so Necro, we're not really utilizing it for so Necro is more about spirit, but I'm not using it for the gear. So if you're not using it for the gear, it doesn't matter. Mine's more for health, and we're using Spectral Binding, which is going to makes us do more damage. And then up here, Reaping Strike is going to give you more vitality. So the Necro is going to be your skeletons, your summons, all that stuff. But we're not going to be utilizing that part of this. It's basically doing as much damage as you can with the Nightblade, but adding the bleed. Because when you do it with the bleed damage... So here, I'm going to go... We're going to go and put Cunning in. And then we're going to put 1 point into Physique. Yeah, this one's more... All I'm really focused on is damage, damage, damage. And I put the loot filter on to get rid of the common stuff. What up, B-Rise? And we can dual wield, so... We're going to do this one. That's going to give us bleeding damage. We're going to get rid of that shield. That's two-handed, and that's a gun. There we go. We need to find a better weapon for the other side. So we're going to go here. So that's going to... We just need... That's for health. So we can do health for right now. What up, Grudge? What up, Shadow? I'm just showcasing how I do my builds. So we're going to do... It's the Reaper. So we're going to be doing Nightblade with Necro, but we're not using the Necro summons. We're going to be using the Necro's Vitality DK damage, which that Vitality DK damage is going to give you your lifesteal, and you'll be doing a lot of damage that way. And we're using Spectral Binding because that's given us more health than we had before. So our health right now is at 1244. Spirit's not going to be a big deal with this build because we're going to go with weapon damage. So Cunning and Physique are our main things. But I normally do... Alright, so we're gonna see if we can just smash through like this. There we go, look at this. And that right there is a big freaking difference. Because I have an ability that's going to convert our attack damage to health. Look at this. We're just going to... See? And that is why you can do... The Nightblade is considered one of the top tier, like, damage melee builds. Alright. Let's go this way. So we could be using pneumatic burst, but we're not. We're going straight damage. So we can keep doing... Either I can switch to cold, or... See, those green orbs are like one of the worst things you can come across in the Crucible. So this is going to be straight melee focused. But we're doing vitality damage, piercing damage. I've been doing a lot of pet builds lately, so I'm kind of... We'll see if we can do a straight melee focus one with no pets. If I need to, since I'm using the Necro tab, we can probably bring out the Blight Fiend. If we put more points into that, our health should be even better. I think that we could probably be doing lifesteal. Alright. So I normally will do the Crucible until I get to 14. So I don't want to switch that. So this will give us more cunning, pierce, and fire resist. See, if I could go higher, but then we're going to lose bleeding damage, pierce damage, all that. Okay, so I'll probably cut the stream there. This was mainly, I want to do a quick pop-up just to showcase how I do the builds. So, we do Grim Dawn a lot. We do a lot of ARPGs a lot. So thank you everybody that came in, and we're going to hop off here, and then maybe I'll do like an updated build video, because what's going to happen with the build is it's going to be really grindy of me just running the Crucible about another like hour or so. Not the most engaging content, but about another hour or so to get it where it should be. So, but I will talk to you guys later.